Ever wondered what life in Toledo, Ohio might be like for someone from the LGBT community? You're not alone. This heartland city might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think of queer-friendly destinations, but don't let that fool you. Toledo is a city that thrives on diversity, and it's making strides in becoming a haven for the rainbow community. With a budding art scene, scenic biking trails, and a mix of new and old attractions, it's a city that has something for everyone. But is it the right fit for you? Let's dive into the pros and cons to see if Toledo could be your next rainbow destination. Toledo seems to have quite a few things going for it. Let's start with the positives. Firstly, Toledo warmly opens its arms to the LGBT community with its progressive and inclusive values. This is a city where everyone is welcome and where diversity is celebrated. You aren't just tolerated here, you're embraced. This spirit of acceptance is reflected in the city's perfect score on the Municipal Equality Index, a testament to Toledo's commitment to equality for all. Now let's talk about the art scene. Toledo is a city where creativity thrives. Whether you're an artist yourself or someone who appreciates the arts, you'll find plenty to love here. From underground galleries to the nationally recognized museum, Toledo is a canvas painted with vibrant strokes of artistry. And don't forget about the city's eclectic mix of new and old attractions, offering a blend of tradition and innovation that keeps things fresh. And for those of you who love the great outdoors, Toledo has you covered. This city is laced with scenic biking trails that are just waiting to be explored. It's like Toledo is saying, come on, let's go on an adventure. But perhaps one of the most alluring aspects of Toledo is its affordability. Yes, you heard that right. In a world where the cost of living seems to be always on the rise, Toledo offers a pocket-friendly alternative. Here, you'll find affordable housing and transportation costs that won't break the bank. And let's not forget about the diverse neighborhoods that are like a rainbow spectrum of living options. Whether you're looking for a quiet suburban vibe or a bustling city feel, Toledo has a neighborhood that will feel like home. Lastly, while the queer scene in Toledo may be more low-key compared to larger cities, it's a community that's growing and evolving, much like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. The majority of people here are accepting of the LGBT community, making it a city where you can proudly wave your rainbow flag. So, Toledo has a lot to offer, but what about the other side of the coin? No city is perfect, and Toledo is no exception. Let's take a look at some of the challenges you might face. While Toledo offers a lot for the LGBT community, it's important to remember that it's not all rainbows and sunshine. One of the main considerations is that the queer scene in Toledo is a bit more low-key compared to larger cities. If you're looking for a bustling, vibrant nightlife or a thriving scene with a myriad of queer-specific events, you may find Toledo a bit subdued. Of course, the flip side of that is a more relaxed, laid-back lifestyle, but it's something to consider. Another factor to bear in mind is that, like anywhere, not everyone in Toledo is as accepting as we'd like. While the majority of Toledoans are open-minded and welcoming, there might be a few bad apples in the bunch. It's unfortunate, but it's the reality. However, it's worth noting that these are the exceptions, not the rule, and they certainly shouldn't deter you from considering Toledo as your new home. It's also worth mentioning that, while Toledo has a diverse population, it's not as cosmopolitan as some larger cities. You won't find a Chinatown, Little Italy, or other ethnic enclaves that you might find in larger urban areas. But don't let that deter you. Toledo's diversity comes in different forms, and there's a real sense of community here regardless of where you're from. Finally, while the cost of living in Toledo is lower than the national average, it's important to remember that wages tend to be lower here too. So while your dollar might stretch further, you might not have as many of them. That being said, it's all about finding the right balance and what works for you. So, we've covered both sides of the story. What's the next step? Making a move is a big decision, and it's important to have the right support. In Toledo, there's a friendly queer realtor waiting to help you find your perfect home. They understand the intricacies of the rainbow community and can guide you to the best neighborhoods, matching your lifestyle and your budget. Imagine having someone who gets you, who can take the stress out of house hunting. So, if you're considering a move to Toledo, reach out to a local gay realtor. They'll be more than happy to help you find your place in the rainbow.